reliable transformations of the world. We can evaluate the beauty of something by how reliably it can transform the world. I want to talk about one mode of evaluating beauty. There are essentially several ways that you can evaluate the beauty within a work of art. I want to focus on one category of these. When I first started thinking about this, I had 14 different distinct ways that you could evaluate beauty. Eventually, I streamlined it down into three major categories. Now we're just going to talk about one of those categories. The mode that we're going to look into today is pretty simple. It is just reliable transformations of the world. We can evaluate the beauty of something by how reliably it can transform the world. As I said, this is a category, so this does encompass several things. So, for example, configuring somebody's mental states to be a particular way would be one thing that a work of art could reliably do. A work of art could reliably make you sad. A work of art could reliably make you happy. A work of art could reliably make you laugh. A work of art could reliably make you cringe. There's a lot of different things a work of art could do. Some of them could trigger emotions that you didn't know that you had. You ever seen anything by Nathan Fielder? Oh my God, The Rehearsal is an amazing show. Oh my God, The Curse also, it's also amazing. It's so good. Everything that this man touches is gold. And one of the reasons why is because it reliably causes emotions in the people who watch it. But these are distinct, unique, carved out, curated, especially made emotions that do not exist out in the wild. And that is a beautiful thing that Nathan Fielder can do. So, a reliable transformation of the world, in this case, where we're talking about just now, is mental states, but it could also just be directing your attention. If it could reliably have people's attention directed towards it, that would be a reliable transformation in the world. The reliability can be thought of in multiple different ways. You can think of one person and it being reliable because it happens to that one person multiple times or in different contexts. Or it could be reliable in that it happens to different people, not one person multiple times, but every person one time, something of that nature. Every person who encounters this work of art will feel this emotion the first time that they view the work of art, but maybe not the second and third time. So there's different types of reliability in that case. And we can all recognize that if there is a work of art that reliably directs the attention of many people, that is in some way a positive evaluation of its artistic status. We can think about the YouTubers out there in the world, Mr. Beast, Ryan Trahan. He just had a great series that just recently finished. These types of folks, they are making something that is beautiful in a very distinct way. And that way is that it reliably captures attention. More in terms of reliable transformations, you could have a work of art that reliably transfers information of some sort that conveys some type of information, and it reliably conveys that information. That again would be a form of a mode of evaluating the beauty of it. It could also transfer reliably behaviors or procedures or skills. So, when you finish watching this movie, when you finish reading this book, you're going to have certain knowledge that is acquired after having read the book. That, if you reliably do that, that is one form of, I'm calling that a mode of beauty. If somebody reads a book and then they reliably change their life to be a better person, wow, how beautiful is that? It's this beautiful. And continuing with, well, I guess going back to mental states, this is another thing I thought was distinct, but it seems very similar to configuring mental states. Just making somebody feel present. If you feel present or feel, what's the word where you feel present? Engrossed? No, that's not the word. Encompassed? No, that's not it. What's the one? There's a word. I don't remember the word. If people are consistently feeling present within the work of art, you're reading a book and then the room suddenly disappears. If that can happen reliably, then the book has some sort of beauty. That is one mode. There's one way of evaluating the beauty of that book. Another reliable transformation would be to reliably cause people to want to preserve the work of art or keeping the work of art itself preserved. however we want to rephrase that, something that makes itself stay preserved. That would be a reliable physical transformation. Keeping it preserved is a transformation physically, and it could be reliable. So if there's something that a work of art does to make itself be preserved as a work of art, that is one mode of evaluating the beauty of that work of art. And the last thing I'll say is triggering somebody to create something similar is also a form of reliable transformation. There are lots of works of art that will make people make derivative works of art that are similar or that have the same type of beauty. There's a particular beautiful thing that a person might see within a work of art, and then they are driven to make another work of art with that same beautiful thing. Or they see something beautiful out in the world, and then they are triggered to create that same beauty within a work of art that they are creating. You might hear a songbird and then you go make a song that sounds like the songbird. If it can be reliable, then that would be something that is reliably causing a transformation to create derivatives. Are you picking up on what I'm saying here and how I'm going about this? This is one of the modes of evaluating beauty. I suspect that there are a lot more. I have only identified myself three of them, but the reason why I want to speak about these and kind of enumerate them, man, that's not a really good word. What's a better word for that? The reason why I just want to go through and list these different types is so that I can personally see if there are others, different ways of clustering them, first of all, which is interesting to me, and then find new ways outside of the ones that are most obvious to me. If I could find new ways of evaluating beauty, then I'd like to explore those even more and see if there are works of art that highlight beauty outside of the ways that I normally think about beauty. That's kind of the overall idea, vaguely speaking. It's also just fun for me to think about this stuff. So there's that too. Now, if you have any ideas about modes of evaluating beauty, I would love to hear them. So it would be nice if you tell me them. We all evaluate works of art and evaluate beauty in different ways, but we don't really have a clean language to talk about how that is done or why we might think about certain works of art as beautiful over other ones. We don't really have a lot of language for that. And I've been personally highly impacted by some people talking about how they evaluate works of art. And then me hearing that, I've learned from them. And I've started evaluating works of art similar ways and then kind of branching off. That has been very impactful to me. And I would like for that to continue and like for that to happen more often, which is why I'm talking about how I'm evaluating works of art. And hopefully I can learn from other people. So your other people, hey, you're listening. If you're listening, hello, other people. Please share something.